Hello and welcome to Let's Play Dark Souls. As of currently, it is just me, Tristan, the other half of Dark Souls, and all the other playthroughs we do. So, as of last episode, as of last episode, I showed you guys how to skip an area, but just like all other things in this game, there's benefits and there's downsides to doing it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing this mini-series here because, well, not really a series, it's continuations of Dark Souls, showing you of some of the things you should get and how to get through that area that we skipped. Because I skipped it, but some people who are just starting the game, such as you folks, might want to go through that area and get all the items and get as many souls as you want to upgrade your character as much as possible. So I'm gonna go and buy some stuff, show you some stuff, items I recommend you buying, and just help you get a little decked out to fight this game. We'll be coming through the other half of this area, which is known as Blight Town, which is also known as one of the worst places. Oh fuck, I got poisoned somehow. Oh shit. Oh, that's one of the dark guys. Fuck. Fucking hate those dark guys. So yeah, down here there are some guys who will shoot darts at you. They're the fucking worst because they're ninjas, and they blend in with the dark surroundings very well, so they're very difficult to see. I may die here. Oh fuck. Didn't even make it back to Firelink Shrine. Ugh, what a way to start this video. So these videos are gonna be here in hour sessions, because I got time after I edit some videos to do this, so I want to get these videos out so that by the time I get the video out that goes up before this one, Alex will probably be back in town, and we'll probably continue on with his boss fights and just him enjoying this game. Although, I must say, Alex is enjoying this game a lot more than I thought he would. So Alex, if you're watching this video, fuck you, you ruined my plan of you absolutely hating this game. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping you would hate this game. So I was hoping you would freak out and lose your shit over when you die and stuff. But the playthrough is not finished yet, so there's still time for that. Yeah, it would suck if you could break these and kind of disengage this elevator. Oh, fuck. Okay. 2 already. I'm off to a good start. Oh, I hope this isn't how it always goes, and this isn't a prediction for the future. I just need out of here. I just need to get out of this area, and then I can start doing this. So have any of you guys played have any of you folks who are watching these videos played any of Dark Souls, Demon Souls? If not, have you thought about playing them? Because I fucking thoroughly enjoy this game, and I'm super pumped for the sequel. If you don't know, there's a Dark Souls 2 coming out, and oh my god, can I not wait to get my hands on that. Because I don't know what it is about challenging games like this game, Portal. Portal's not really challenging, but fucking the Impossible game, Cat Mario. I've never actually played Cat Mario, but I'm sure I'd fucking lose my mind at it, then be super happy as soon as I beat it. But yeah, I don't know what it is about. I like being challenged. I guess it's because most games nowadays, like Halo, Call of Duty, BioShock, Borderlands even, they don't really have that sense of challenge anymore. Like the moment I got Dark Souls, it was just fucking really difficult. See, there he is. I don't know if you'll be able to see him with how dark YouTube is, but He's kind of right down there shooting fucking poison darts at me. He's a fucking dick. Although luckily, he's one of the enemies that if you kill him, he does not respawn. So if you can manage to kill him, you don't have to deal with him after that. So that's a plus side, I guess. Oh, fucking Zubat's trying to crawl through the floor over there. Okay. I'm almost out of this area. So, any of you guys who are watching this episode, please let me know if there's a video game you'd like to watch us play. Any game that you think that we'd either suck at or have good commentary, or even give us just good rambling material. Ugh. You may hear me mashing the B button because that's probably my second most used button. Whenever I get in a situation where I'm just gonna get fucked up, I just tend to mash because it makes me feel better. Okay, so I've made it back here. First off, let's change my equipment back so that I can have a little more protection, because I don't want to be wandering around with crappy armor. Because as some of you may know, no glove, no love. Now, one of the things that I'm gonna want to buy is, oh hey, what you up to? Not much. Thinking about life and shit. Okay, so sorry about that. Got a little sidetracked. There's this guy down here.
Well, this is unusual.
Who he's actually, I don't know why he's in prison down here, but he sells you magic. So I want to buy magic. I don't want to modify equipment from him. I want to purchase. I need 2,000. Can I get that through souls? Does Alex have enough souls? So let's go through souls to see if we have any. I can. Oh yeah, I'm sure. How much do I got here? Ooh, excellent. So now what I'm gonna buy from this guy is I'm going to purchase these soul arrows from him and this sorcerer's catalyst.
Come back soon.
So this will come in very handy for bosses like the Capra demon who we were fighting a couple episodes ago. I'm sorry if it wasn't in one of the last 2 episodes or so. Ooh, item. We record in bulk, so our commentary is live, but our videos might go up a week or 2 after we recorded them. So it might be a couple episodes, might be more than that ago, but yeah, the Capra demon in my mind is one of the most frustrating bosses out there, just because as soon as you enter the fight, he's just all up in your face. You have no initial time to react, and it's just a fucking pain in the ass to deal with him because he's just there. Oh. Where's Goldie? Where'd Goldilocks go? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna rest here. Now, I'm gonna go to this option here, which we haven't seen yet, Attune Magic. And I will equip the soul arrows here. Now, in my left-hand slot where we had nothing, I am going to... Oh, I already have one. Oh, whoops. Equip the sorcerer's catalyst. Now, as you can see, the options lit up. And I can now use it. So now if I come up here, I block onto this guy and I use the defense button. You can see I shoot a bolt of magic. It's not really the most effective thing, but it beats no magic. So now I have to get back to the next bonfire, ways back. So yeah. What do I gotta say? Oh, fucking rats. Got it. Yeah, so, this game, Dark Souls, I like the, art style, kind of realistic, but kind of fantasy-esque. There's lots of areas in the game which you very well might miss that just look absolutely stunning. Like, all the little detail, oh, I fucking love it. Nope, whoops. Yeah, absolutely, I am a complete fanboy for this game. Everything about it, from the enemy design to armor. I just can't get enough of it. I need more. And yeah, some of the armor later and like the weapons later in the game that we will get, it's got such little fine detail on it that it just makes me really impressed with the quality. Because some games they'll do like really good intricate controls, but then like they'll fall down on those little fine details, or they rely on too many fine details. So like perfect games are like Call of Duty. I'm not mocking them, I like them. Oh hey, what's up, guy? So this is another guy who's kind of resting at the bonfire, who you can, if you ever see another shadow of a guy, he's just resting too, taking a time to contemplate life, trying to figure out how he's gonna get his souls back, and that stuff. And yeah, it's always kind of interesting to see how other people dress up their character, because again, different armor indicates different playthroughs, because there's about 3 types of armor in this game. There's light, heavy, and medium armor. Again, whichever armor you, fucking Christ almighty, whichever armor you choose will greatly affect how you play the game, because someone who rocks the light armor, such as like the assassin set and all that stuff, will be a lot faster than someone who's trying to wear, say, a heavy armor like Havel armor or such. So again, if you get into a fight with someone who has heavy armor, he might be able to take more hits than you, but he won't be able to move as fast as you, so you have an advantage in the speed section. Same applies for weapons. Some people will wear light armor so that they have all that room to hold a big heavy weapon, because weapons also go into your grand total of equipment load. So again, you have to kind of take into play, fucking Christ, you ninja'd my ass. You have to take into consideration all that stuff, like how much your weapons weigh, how much your shield weighs. Because again, you might not be able to, you might have the heaviest armor in the game, but you might not be able to wield a simple sword, because it just puts you right over that weight limit. Because right now, if we go into equipment, toggle stats, Alex's equipment load is currently 31.7 out of 55, which is good. It could be better. See, you can't roll as fast, but if I, say, were to remove his helmet, you see how he can roll much faster now because he has that slight weight variation. Ooh, don't want that one. So you gotta watch your equipment load very carefully and make sure that you choose the right armor for the right situation, because in some fights you might need to be less armored but more mobile. So you have to think. This game's 50% strategy and 50% memory, I'd like to say. Because one of the key things to do is kind of watch your enemies and learn their attack patterns so that you don't fall into the same pattern. Okay, here we are, back at this fucker. So, I got all my stuff equipped, I got lots of souls. There's a guy down there. So, what I want to do is, as soon as I enter, it's going to be kind of like a courtyard area where there's pillars to my right, and then there's a little bit of a staircase to my left. I want to run up this staircase, because then there's a little ledge that I can get onto that he can't. So let's see if I can do this. Okay. I gotta run. Fuck. Get on my way, dog. Okay, so now I'm up here. Gotta heal. Now I want to kind of come over here. Ooh. So now I got these dogs, which I gotta take care of. Oh! I didn't know he could come up there. So now, what I can do is I can lock on, take out my catalyst, and not do that. That was a bad idea. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Ooh, okay. Let's get up here. Heal. Kind of get him to fall off again. I'll pull out the catalyst and kind of cheap shot him a little bit. This is by far the easiest way to kill him. Because again, these arrows partially home. Oh. So when he gets up there, you just kind of want to drop down. And just kind of evade him in these pillars. Not that room. That room is a death trap. And come back up here. And just continue cheap shotting him. So yeah, lure him down here. This is one of the few bosses I'd actually recommend using a black firebomb on. Because, yeah, he's a fucking pain in the ass to deal with. So when he falls down there, take out your catalyst. Just continue to cheap shot him. Don't worry about running out, because you see I have the 30 shots with this. You can get more as soon as you rest at the bonfire. When you rest, it will instantly refill and all your ammo. Ooh, he got me. So be careful about that. You don't want to try and get too cocky, but I pretty much killed him. Okay. So now that we defeated him, we have a lot less to worry about now. As you can see, you can kind of cheap him out by doing that. Again, if you want to, you can fight him normally. You just gotta observe his pattern and take out his dogs first, because the dogs will cause bleed, which will kill you very fast, just like poison. So yeah, guy man, this guy's gonna try and fucking turn around and run away like a little bitch. Don't follow him, because there's this fucker right here who will try and ambush you as soon as his buddy fucks off. So you gotta pay very close attention to your surroundings in that sense, because these guys will try to fuck with you, and they're not nice. They're not nice guys. So now that you beat him, I recommend going up here, but be careful as soon as you enter. There's an archer up here. This guy's not the most difficult to take care of, but he will catch you off surprise if you don't know he's there. Now as soon as you get to the top here, there's this exit here, which has this guy down here. This guy is another merchant, just like the previous guy that I killed. Now if you go to look at him, you can buy humanity, homeward bones, purge stones. We have 3, so we're good. But this right here, purple moss clump, is very handy. I do not want that many, I want 2. This will cure poison. So if you get poisoned, you have a little bit more of a chance to live. Now if you remember that little hallway which had the rat in it, at the end of it there was a door that we could not go through. This is that same door, so now what we've just done is we've just created a shortcut. So now if we die, we don't have to go through all those dogs again, we just have to backtrack a little. Or if you're at Firelink Shrine, you don't even have to go through. You can pretty much save half the time because you have this shortcut here. Now, how do I want to do this? I just gotta think to myself a little. Okay, so with now you could have come down here, activated that shortcut beforehand. I do it after. Now with him, you got the keys to depth, which you used to open that door. And now we take this soul from that guy. And when we come down here, this is gonna be, I don't know if this is a new area yet, but it's an area we have yet to see. So there's quite a few of these guys and a bunch of new enemies. Yeah, this is the depths. This is a very interesting part of the game. It's kind of close quarter-esque. And down there is a new enemy, as you can see. He's called the Butcher. He can be a pain in the ass. Ooh, that was close. Because he has a big weapon. He's got the Butcher's knife, which that Man-Eater Mildred was using, which was she wasn't very effective with it. Let's get it right. Women aren't effective. Women should be in the kitchen. Us guys got it right, guys. But yeah, in here there's gonna be about 2 bosses we have to fight. There's gonna be a giant rat and a dragon. Not really a dragon, but probably one of the fucking most grotesque looking dragons you've ever seen. So now that dog doesn't want to come to me, so fuck yourself. Eat lightning. Very awesome, this perspective. So now I want to get his dog's attention, because I don't want that to mess with the fight with him. I don't know what just happened there. Oh, was I not locked on? Okay, so I wasn't locked on there, so it was just kind of derping its way into the floor. Fuck, so he heard me hit his dog, so now he's coming after me. As you see, he's kind of a big guy. He's actually, surprisingly enough, wearing a sack on his head. So what I just want to do is I just kind of want to wait for him to do an attack and then just kind of take pot shots at him. Try and get behind him to do a backstab. Because again, those do a lot more damage than regular attacks. And just kind of finish him off. Now, he is an enemy who respawns, so be careful with that. Here we just got a regular chest that has a large ember. This large ember is very important if you have a weapon you like and you want to upgrade it, because you'll be able to give this to Andre the blacksmith, and when he has it, he'll be able to ascend your weapons from +5 to, I think it's, yeah, it's +10. So you get 5 more upgrades, which roughly could translate to about 100 more damage on any given weapon. So it's a very handy item to get. There's going to be other things like that later in the game. There's going to be like divine ones, cursed ones, magic ones, so you can upgrade your magic weapons and stuff to a higher level. Which, again, very handy, because if you can get a magic weapon that's at +10, ooh, he charged me, you can do quite a bit of damage to it. So now I think there's a guy who yeah, see, there's another blacksmith up there who's gonna, as soon as I get far enough away, he's gonna drop down, or I'll magic him down. So now he drops down, and we start our little tango again. This time he's a little bit more tricky because he's in a more condensed area. Why am I using that sword? Backstab. So yeah, I highly recommend trying to get backstabs as much as possible. They just make everyone's life or they'll make your life a little bit easier. Ooh, I got a sack. I can wear a sack on my head. Now, in here is another sorcery guy who you can save.
Here, over. Please, you must help me.
I don't think he's hostile.
I would have been a supper with been eaten alive. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am Luencia. I will not forget.
So he is another mage.
I'm fine.
So after you leave this area, he will go to Firelink Shrine, and you'll be able to buy pyromancy magic from him, which I think is probably the best magic you can get in the game. But correct me if you want. That's the magic I like. You guys don't have to like it. So no matter which area you're going into, even if you've been there before, just always have your shield up. You don't want to get caught with your pants down. I think in here, yeah, up there you see that little blob. That is actually an enemy who, if you walk under it, it will fall onto your head and really do lots of damage. So I'm gonna try and snipe him with an arrow. Sometimes he's a little hard to hit because he's kind of in the wall and stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of try and hack my way at him. He's kind of like a bunch of mold. Oh shit cakes. That actually made me jump a little. So you gotta be careful in these areas, because since you are in water, your character can't move as fast as he should move. So just kind of keep your eye on the roof a little bit, because I know in this next area there's a bunch of them on the roof. Yeah, you can see there's like 5 or 6 of them. So let's try and get them down. Fuck. Let's see. Let's take care of this guy. Yeah, these guys are probably one of my least favorite enemies in the game, just because the first time you come through this area, they're a huge fucking pain in the arse. Just because they kill you so many times because you never expect them. And they just drop down all... Oh, fuck. And when they do that, kind of back off, because they are going to attack you. So when they puff up like rice, like a frog in the microwave, just kind of back off, take your time, let your stamina regain. Again, you do very minimal damage to these guys, so don't try to do anything fancy. Just take your time, hack away at them, build up a nice large amount of souls, and try and hit multiple ones. Oh, so these guys are a different version, which they have spikes, so when they start to puff off back up, because they're gonna send out their tentacles at you to try and kill you and give you a bad day. So now that these guys are done, we're gonna deal with this asshole. So now that he's done, you can use your master key, get in here, and use the bonfire. Regain yourself. At this point, I would recommend using up as many souls as possible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dexterity, vitality, endurance, just general stuff that'll help me in the long run. So now you don't have to go back that way. You don't have to fight those guys, so you don't have to worry yourself about running into them. Now here's one of my least favorite bosses in the game. This here, as you may have, if you watched any of my episodes, is a giant rat. If you've watched any of my videos, you know me and rats don't get along. So I'll come back to him in a little bit. I'm not going to come back to him right now. I'll come back to him in a little bit. There's one thing I forgot to do though, which is I want to return to human, because there is a boss, or not really a boss, but there's a fight coming up which I don't really want to be undead for. Hopefully I can make it there without someone invading my world or dying. Because I know there's a boss coming up, because I've played this game a fucking 1,000 times. And this boss can be a little tricky. Oh god, rats. Lots of rats. So, yeah, that giant rat, I'll show you the easy way again. He's a huge pain in the ass to kill normally. There's a great axe there. Again, if you can use it, good on you. Again, Alex and we don't have the strength here to use that. Be careful of this box. Ambush. Kill this fucker. So, yeah, I'll show you how to kind of cheap out that rat again. Again, you can always try and kill it your way using whatever strategy you come up with. I'm not telling you which way is right or wrong. I'm telling you which way I like doing it. Because, yeah, I don't want to fight that. That guy looks scary. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back this way. There's going to be a little bit of a drop. Hopefully we survive. Yeah. So now as soon as you want to be careful of these guys, because if you're in that fog for too long, it will cause curse, which will kill you. And when you respawn, you'll only have half your hearts or half your life force. So it's a really bad one to die to, because it's difficult to live when you have barely any health, let alone half of what you started out with. And so as soon as they cause that, just back the fuck up and don't deal with it. Eyes of Death, I don't actually exactly remember what those are for. So just checking my surroundings, making sure that no one's gonna ambush me. Don't want one of these frogs sneaking up behind me. Ooh, look, see, that guy down there released his fog, which is taking up that whole area, so he could have easily cursed me right there, and it wouldn't have been too fun. So now over here, oh, fuck, I fell for it. There is a ring if you do not fall for that little hole there, like me, because I'm an idiot. As you see, there's quite a few frogs there, so I'm going to throw a firebomb. Try and take out a couple of them, because I don't want to deal with 5 frogs, let alone 2. 5 is a little too many. More souls that we can have, so we can upgrade next time we're at a bonfire. Okay, so back over to this. This time we're going to jump over this, or roll. Yeah, rolling works just fine. And we find ourselves a humanity. Fall back down that hole. Down here, there's the Ring of the Evil Eye, which, if I'm correct, we have no rings, is a handy item. When you kill an enemy, you regain very, very minimal health, but it's still a little bit... so here. This is an enemy who came in here, tried to fight all of them, and he was affected by curse. So he died and left half his health there, so good luck to that guy. Oh, another one. As you can see, lots of people are running in here without knowing what these enemies do to them, so they're not having a fun time with them. Rat. So up here, there's going to be someone who invades your world. It's not anyone else. It's not someone else who's on their Xbox trying to make you have a bad day. It's an NPC. Now, just like Maneater Mildred, whatever her name was, this guy is an NPC, Dark Knight Kirk. You actually run into this guy a couple of times throughout the game. About 3 times to be exact, and if you kill him all 3 times, you can actually collect his armor, which is a very kind of cool looking armor. So all you gotta do is just kind of just like Man-Eater Mildred, just kind of take your time, kind of watch him, get him into an area where you can kind of strafe around him and just take pot shots at him. Don't ever try and get cocky and just run in and swipe him, because he will hurt you. Just take your time, kill him. Once he's gone, he will leave you with something. Yeah, so you get humanity, and I picked up an item, but I can't see. I got his spiked shield, which interesting shield. I think it's an attacking shield, so you can kind of like hit people with it, which is partially handy. So now what I'm gonna do here is, instead of heading the proper way, if you come right over here, there's this little set of stairs here, which actually is another shortcut. You open this door, and boom, you're in here where we looked at the giant rat. So now we can go to the bonfire. Nope, this is actually down the ladder. So up there is where we were looking at the rat. Now we get a nice close-up view of my mortal enemy, the rat. So now if we ever die down here, we have a shortcut we can take so that we can come down here without much harm. So now there's a bunch of enemies in here which I don't want to deal with, so I'm just going to kind of run through them, because this is a boss fight anyways coming up here, because you can see. Fucking Christ, another guy's invaded. Uber Stomp X has invaded. Not what I want at all. So I'm going to come down here. Summon this guy, which is Knight Solaire. I don't know where this guy is or where he's attacking me, so I'm kind of nervous because I don't want to run into him. So, as soon as we enter the boss fight, the guy who invaded the world will go away. Because they don't let you be in a boss fight with people invading a world. That would be just plain old mean. Okay, so this is the Gaping Dragon, which I think is probably one of the most messed up looking monsters in the game. I'll just be kind of quiet for this opening scene. Just take it in. Yep. Yep. I don't know if those are ribs or teeth. But, yeah, this guy can be a pretty... So, the main strategy is wait for him to do that kind of ground pound attack. And then he'll charge straight forward, unfortunately right into Knight Solaire. And then you just kind of want to come and hack away at his tail a little bit. Because he's one of the bosses where if you attack his tail, he will drop a special item that you can only get from him. So by chopping off his tail, you'll actually get something for it. Now what you can do is, you see how... Oh, I can't heal Knight Solaire. Oh, fuck. Knight Solaire, you're useless! Who's shooting shit at me? Oh, shit cakes. Okay, so there's one of those jester guys up top who I forgot to take care of, who's now raining magic bolts down on me, so he's making my life a tad bit harder because I can't just stand out in the open and swing at this guy. I gotta kind of keep moving. So now I want to lay like 3 hits into him and run away. Fuck, I wish I took care of that guy earlier. So I want him to kind of go into that looking down charging mode again. And now I want to get him into this angle, and now I want to run away from him and pot shots. Just kind of get 3 in, run. How much does magic do on him? Oh, so when he does that, you gotta kind of run because he does a jumping attack where he will hurt you if he hits you with that. Fucking Christ, that magic guy up there is making this a a lot more difficult than it is. I'm gonna do magic doesn't do much to him, so there's not really much of a point to doing it because it's not really harming him. So it seems like I have got out of the range of the caster up there, so that's gonna make everything a little easier. So whichever playstyle you choose, just make sure that you find a strategy that works to that playstyle, because these little oh fucking Christ, these little like run in, take a couple hits and get out of there, this won't work for everyone, so just find whichever one works for you. Fucking Christ, I didn't get a single hit in there. Okay, so I died. My next order of business is to take out that caster there, because I forgot how much of an annoyance he can be, because if he wasn't in there, I probably would have won, because I wouldn't have to worry, but because he was there, I had to worry about a random magic bolt coming out of fucking God knows where and just upsiding me in the side of the head. So let's go take him out now. We're gonna take out these rats because I do not want them just sneaking up behind me and poisoning me. Now rats, killing these rats, there's one benefit to them. They may drop humanity. Rats are one of the few enemies that drop humanity, and you can never have too much of it, because you can either kindle, when you get to a certain point, you'll be able to kindle your flask, which means instead of holding 5 like I am right now, I'll be able to hold 10 or maybe even 15, which if you're able to hold triple the amount of healing things as you were in the beginning, that's going to help you no matter how bad you are at any game, just because you can heal 3 times as much. So now I've just went down the same sewer that we dropped down. I'm just going a little bit further down to this white light area because this is where the caster is. Again, he's just, you're gonna kind of want to lure the... Now if he does this little dance, it's a pain in the ass, because what he's doing is he's boosting everyone's defense. So what I want to do is I just kind of want to pick off these rats so that I can go up and hurt him normally without having anything interrupt me. But luckily he's also come up here himself, so I can just kind of attack him. Just kind of do my little strafe. As you can see, they're not the most powerful enemies, but they are one of the most annoying. Luckily, just like the ninja guys, he does not respawn. So you don't have to worry about going to the bonfire because he will not be there. So my next order of business is to go back to the bonfire and return to human so that I can summon Night Solaire. Maybe, if I'm lucky enough, I'll be able to summon another player. Like someone who's actually playing the game as of currently, who's like, oh, hey, I want to help someone because I need souls and humanity. So maybe I'll be able to summon someone else, because actual players instead of NPCs are much better at this game, and whenever you get the chance, I always recommend summoning a human, because no matter what, they'll make your life 1,000 times easier. Just because of the sheer fact that they can make decisions and it's not just a pathfinding mechanic. Because with NPCs, they're just following a set route and a set path of what to do in certain fights. But, again, any NPC is better than no NPC, so take what you can if you can't. So I'm just gonna avoid this rat probably till next episode, or whenever I come back to show you how to beat him. Because again, he has some items in his cage which can be handy. Using that shortcut takes me right back down here, so I don't have to fucking go through all that just to get to the boss fight again. Now hopefully my souls will still be there, so I won't have to fucking, I won't lose all 10,000 souls of mine. So that's a guy leaving a message saying attack the tail because if you actually attack the tail, you can, like I said earlier, you can get a special weapon. Not really the best weapon. I don't remember what it's called exactly, but some people really like it. I personally don't, so I don't think it's useful. Yes, I do want to summon Knight Solaire. So right here, you remember Goldie Hands, who we freed from the cage. This was who I was looking for earlier. You can actually summon him to help you too. So as soon as Knight Solaire is summoned, I'm gonna summon Knight Lautrec here to help me, because again, having one phantom is good, having two is better. So as soon as he's summoned, I'm going to start the fight with the Gaping Dragon again. And hopefully this time, since I have another phantom and I got no fucking asshat trying to snipe me with his magic, I will do a hell of a lot better this time around. So let's skip this cutscene. If I can skip it. There we go. So the first order of business is to go and get my souls back. Because I can come back to him. Souls, those are going to be a lot harder to retrieve. So because he's focused on Knight Solaire and them, I'm just going to try and get some pot shots with magic in. Although I'm not locked on again, so. Let's get some magic in. Really, my plan as of right now is just to let Solaire and Lautrec do as much damage as possible until he does his little running move. Because I just want to stay back and deal as much extra damage as possible. So as soon as he does that attack, I'm going to run up here, slash away at his tail. As soon as he's done spazzing out, come back here and chop away at his tail again. Now I'm gonna get out of here before he does any type of, oh, I have that. So he managed to pick up Knight Lautrec, and now he's doing his kind of special move to him. So I want to get out of here because he's now aggroed on me because I was just attacking him. So I don't really want to be right in harm's way. I really just kind of want those guys to be all his main focus. Because I don't want to be directly in harm's way. So now I'm gonna let him do his thing. Hopefully he'll start moving. There we go. Now, unlike when you have an actual player helping you, you'll be able to heal them by using your Estus Flask. Now he's gonna do a kind of, oh no, he's gonna do. So when you have a non-NPC player helping you, it's a very handy to kind of watch their health because you have the capability of actually healing them. Ooh, so this is kind of like sludge, toxic waste, not healthy stuff. So as you see, he's just killed both the fucking Knight Solaire and Lautrec. No, Lautrec is still alive, just barely. Nope, he's dead now. He got run over. So now it's just up to me. So now I want to kind of run away. I want to get far enough away to the point where he's not going to just kind of chase me. I want him to bow his head and kind of do that running move towards me. There we go. Now as soon as he starts running and stops running, I'm going to switch to having my sword double-handed so that I do bonus damage when trying to hack at his tail. So Now switch double-handed. Start hacking away. Now I'm gonna run. Run away. Hopefully I'm far enough away to the point where he will bow his head instantly. But unfortunately I didn't get too lucky. Oh, yes I did. There I go. Switch to one double-handed. Kind of stay close to him, but not too close. I want to stay close enough to the point where I can maximize how many hits I get in, but not be vulnerable. Now back off, because he can do that kind of swinging attack, which is with his tail. Which, if you actually cut off his tail, he cannot do that attack. So, again, an added bonus to kind of focus on his tail. Again, if your playstyle, if you're a magic user, don't try that. But I'm a mixture of all of them. I'll use magic if it's cheap and will benefit me in some way. But I will not just focus on magic like some people. Oop, run. As you can see, I'm slowly hacking away at his health. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I've observed his patterns and I know when to run in and attack him. So all I'm doing now is I'm just biding my time while I wait for this very thing. Now luckily I have him down here because he doesn't have much place to run, so I don't really have to worry about evading him, because he kind of moves in a path, a straight line with a little bit of a curve to it. He doesn't really differ from it very often. Oh fuck, I was too long. I don't know, I always tend to do that. Luckily, because we have the boar helmet, we have a good amount of defense, so I don't really have to completely worry about his attacks one-shotting me. Again, I think I'm going to kill him after this last few attacks. He's oh, maybe not. He's not the hardest boss if you know what you're doing, but if you come in here on your first attempt, he may completely fuck you up, just for the sheer fact of you don't know his movesets, you don't know if he's gonna gauze on the floor, and you might not have summoned any phantoms, so you might be in here all on your own. So the whole fact is just using one life to kind of research him and just kind of figure out, okay, he does this move. When you see him like wiggle his head 3 times, he's gonna stomp on the ground, and just kind of like figure out what you're gonna do in that sense. Because again, you don't want to be doing a boss fight 17 times, because all you're gonna do is you're gonna piss yourself off, and if you piss yourself off, you're not gonna do anywhere near as well as you want to do. So that's the end of this episode. I'm gonna get to a bonfire. Next episode, I'm probably gonna go try and take down the giant rat. We'll try and make our way through Blighttown. Oh fuck, how do I get out of here? We'll make our way through Blighttown, which is actually the area of which we got to the bottom of, because we're going to be starting at the top of it, but the shortcut that I took to bypass that area, which you saw in previous episodes, oh fuck, is that's actually the exit after you defeat what's her name, the spider lady. When you defeat her, you're supposed to go the way that I entered that area. So I'm kind of backtracking now because I skipped this area, and yeah, sorry if I'm repeating myself. I don't know what to talk about. It's been almost an hour and I've been doing this on my own. I'm thinking I'm doing a pretty good job. So we got 37,000 souls, vitality, endurance, strength, dexterity, resistance, and endurance. Endurance just makes it so that we can carry more ammo, or not more ammo, more weight. So that helps. So Next time on Let's Play Dark Souls, we take down the giant rat and we finish Blight Town. Hopefully it'll only take 2 episodes, 2 hours. Seems about right. Have a good day, folks.